This is Chandler Parsons of the Houston Rockets, and you're listening to Sports Rap Live on Sports Talk 790 and iHeartRadio.
Oh, that's right. Welcome back for the final hour of Sports Rap Live at Junction Bar and Grill. The Rapp Pack is in full force tonight. Before we jump around from the ASAP Rocky show at Bayou City and then holler at our girl Krayshawn for a minute over there at Warehouse Live, we got to bring you the Mike Calvert Toyota Rockets wrap-up with our very special guest.
Extremely special.
Number 25.
Hold up.
Starting for your Houston Rockets.
Red Nation.
Chandler Parsons. CP, what is up, my man?
Nothing much, man. How you guys doing?
Hey, good to have you out here on a Sunday night, man. You know, H-Town, you guys got a couple days off. We're glad you can come out here and join us here at Junction Bar and Grill.
Oh, man, no problem. Glad to be here.
All right, so you guys start out 2-0. You come out with your season opening road trip. You come home last night after a back-to-back in the ATL. You guys took care of business to get to 2-0. You took Portland to OT, but just ran out of gas, I think, in the end. I mean, it was, a lot of adrenaline this week, a lot of new additions to the team, obviously, with the James Harden trade. But I got to say, right off the top, there was a playoff atmosphere for the first time in a long time at Toyota Center. What did it feel like last night when you were coming out of the tunnel with all the smoke and all the fire and all the fireworks and all the hoopla there at Toyota Center?
Yeah, it felt great. The crowd last night was unbelievable. And there's a whole new excitement around Houston and around the Toyota Center. So that was a frustrating loss last night, but thought we played well. We just missed some easy shots, missed some layups, but we'll learn from it. We'll bounce back. But that was definitely a great crowd. That was so much fun to play in.
Yeah, I mean, compared to last year, when you were kind of getting your feet wet in the NBA, it was a total different atmosphere last night. We felt it, in the crowd, in the media box, and, of course, on the court. But I'm going to ask you right off the top, what impact has the additions of Jeremy and James had not only on the team, but you as one of the veterans, as we've been saying here for weeks here on the show?
They've been great, man. Just on and off the court. Off the court, those guys are great. Just anything they need. I'm a source here. I've only been here, 1 year, but I'm a guy they can go to and ask. But those guys are so talented on the court. They're leaders. They talk. They're just been unbelievable, especially James coming in, just leading our practice, being vocal, and just absolutely killing these first 3 games. He's been real special, and Jeremy's been doing a great job at the point guard.
On the court, what have you felt like as far as the pace? It seems like this team has got a lot of new faces that are obviously on the court. Everyone's trying to figure out their role. What do you thought about the pace? Because to me, at least, it seems like you guys are trying to play this up-tempo style. I mean, as you being a young guy, you got to enjoy that. But what do you think about that, and how did that sort of fitting in with the guys?
I like the tempo. I think the faster we play, the better it is for us. But obviously, it's going to take some time. We're a young team, and we've been together for basically a week now as a complete team. So it's going to take some time, but I feel like we're very talented, and we're going in the right direction, and we're getting better every day.
Let me ask you this. What were your biggest goals coming into the season as a second-year player in the NBA? A guy that came out of the SEC, which is a huge conference as far as basketball goes. Florida won back-to-back titles just a few years before you got there. But let me ask you, what were your goals coming into this season? What were some of the things that you wanted to improve on, not only as a player but for the Rockets in general?
I worked on 3 things mostly this summer. I wanted to work on my ball handling. I knew I was going to have the ball in my hands a lot this year and facilitate for others, be in pick and roll a lot. And every time I get the defensive rebound, I push it on the break. So I definitely focused on that. My shooting, and I want to get to the free throw line. I'm a lot more comfortable at the free throw line now and want to be a more consistent three-point shooter, even though they're not falling, as much as I'd like right now. I'm working on it. I'm shooting with confidence. And then just got in the weight room. When coach puts me to the 4, I want to be able to handle my own down there, guarding bigger guys.
Well, and I've seen you shooting a lot of threes at practice. I mean, you were kind of getting some tips from Bull the other day before you guys start open the regular season. Is that something that coach has asked of you, is to maybe take it out to the perimeter a little bit, besides getting in the weight room? Or is that something you took upon yourself to, hey, you know what, I can knock down threes. I'm going to get out there and I'm going to shoot a 3.
A little bit of both. We watch so much film together as a staff and with players that, I see things that I need to focus on. And obviously shooting is one of them because I'm going to get a lot of open looks, especially now with the additions of Jeremy and James. As much attention as those guys are going to get, I'm going to have a lot of open shots. So I got to have the ability to knock those down this year. And then at the same time, when they don't have the ball, I got to be able to create for them.
I got a question for you, Chandler. You're kind of a hot commodity this offseason. A lot of teams talking about maybe getting you away from the Rockets. I think you stayed here. That's where you wanted to be the whole time. But the Rockets still have an opportunity to sign another max player. Let's pretend I'm Daryl Morey and I call you in my office. Chandler, what kind of player do we need right now to put us over the top? What are you looking to play with? Well, the executive producer told me to ask the tough questions.
That's right. Shout out to Bun B.
You don't have to name anyone in particular. Just what style of player do you think would put this team over the top and make you an actual contender, top contender?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think we got a really good team right now, first of all. I think we have a lot of great pieces that we can build together with. We are missing a couple of things. I think we need, I would say, a stretch big guy who can really step out and shoot the ball. Kind of like you saw last night with LaMarcus Aldridge on the Portland Trailblazers. The guy can really shoot it, and he just creates so many mismatches when you have that size and you have the ability to knock those shots down.
As far as the new guys that are everyone's trying to figure each other out, I mean a lot of new faces. How do you, as someone who's known sort of the city, at least for you more than these other guys, how do you guys go about building chemistry? Are you trying to go out to these guys and reach out to them? Or are you kind of feeling them out? What's sort of the mood in the locker room of? Because this really seems to me like a team that is just literally, like you said, has only been together for a week. So what kind of is the process of sort of trying to feel each other out, not only on the court, but sort of off this court so you guys can sort of form a more cohesive unit?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's almost like we're like a college team or like an AAU team. We're so young. Like, I've been to more team dinners this year, team like functions, just us chilling, than I did all last year, which I think is great because it helps our chemistry on the court, just being so cool and so close off the court. We spend so much time. You know, a lot of the guys, we live in the same building, so it all ties together off the court and on the court. And I think it gives us an advantage that we're so young, but we chill all the time, so we know each other great.
Is that something, I mean, we heard for a long time, at least, with the Oklahoma City team, that it helped that they were all young. It helped that they all kind of hung out together on the road and sort of did those kinds of things together because they all had like-minded interests. Do you think it's going to help the fact that there was really no... I mean, you might be the veteran on this team as far as at least being on this team as from a carryover from last year, but also that you guys are all so young that you all get to go out together, want to hang out with each other. Does that help? Because it seems to me if you guys had some older veterans, that veteran presence might not really, that voice not might ring out.
Yeah, it definitely helps in a way. Like we're the same age, we have the same interest, and we're building and we're growing together on and off the court. So I think it's great that we're starting basically from scratch, and we're not just young. We're talented. We got some great pieces. We have some versatile players that can do a lot of different things. So I think it's perfect, man. We have so many good young players that are going to build together and they're going to be on the Rockets for a long time.
I forgot we are talking to the Houston Rockets grizzled veteran.
That's right.
Chandler Parsons,
right
here
the
on
old
Sports
man
Rap
of
Live.
the team.
Absolutely. All right, let's get your thoughts on the Gators this year. We just talked college basketball. College basketball is right around the corner. It's amazing to think that the college football season is starting to come to an end, and we're going to start winding it up as we head towards the Final Four next March in Atlanta. But your thoughts on the Gators?
Yeah, you can never count the Gators out, man. They're always talented. They got a lot of guys coming back. They obviously got Patrick Young and Eric Murphy, who I think Eric Murphy's going to have a great year. I went to Gainesville this summer and was working out with Joe Kim, and we got to play pickup with them. And Murph was killing. He can really shoot the ball. He's gotten stronger. He's gotten quicker as a step-out four guy. I'd like him on the Rockets.
Right.
He's good. And then we got great guards. We got Mike Rosario coming back, who transferred from Rutgers. Kenny Boynton, who I think is a top 50 shooter in the country. Jeff Goodman. And, Coach Donovan is the best coach in college basketball. He's going to push those guys. He's going to get them in the best shape, and he's going to really bring out the best of them.
All right, now Tito the DJ, he's our style coordinator here. Of course, you roll with a stylist. We know that. Chandler is one of the most stylish guys in the NBA.
Definitely, man.
Yes, but you got a question for Chandler.
Actually, two-part question. First part, first off, thanks for taking the time to come out here and kick it with us here at the Sports Rap Live with the Rapp Pack. With the team being so young and fresh and, such a new, chemistry being formed, do you feel that maybe this is a good beginning to see for the future for the Rockets because you guys are going to be able to grow together, mold together, and then become like one solid unit as the season goes on and really surprise not only the NBA but any sports fan on what the team is capable of doing this year.
Yeah, I think it's great, man. I think we're right where we want to be. We're going to go through hard losses together. We're going to go through big wins together. So starting right now, it's the beginning, of a new age, as they say, and I'm feeling it. We're working hard. We have no egos. We're just a whole bunch of young, hungry guys in the locker room that want to get better and better every day, and I think that's how it's got to be.
I got to ask you, you mentioned it's a new age. What do you think about that new scoreboard? You ever catch yourself looking at it like in the middle of practice or
How
the middle
about
of the
Patrick
game?
Patterson last night doing the Gangnam Style on the big screen? That was insane.
I missed that. That must have been during a timeout. I heard that Gangnam Style is actually the official NBA timeout song
Of
right
course
now,
it
playing
is.
in
Of
every
course
arena.
it is. Of
So
course.
it's kind of over it myself.
I have a question about the division. How much do you find yourself watching the rest of the division? I know you think obviously concerned about what you're doing that night, but how much in the nightly basis do you kind of look up and see, well, what did San Antonio do? Well, what did Dallas do? Because, we're not even close to be thinking about the playoffs, but in the back of your mind, how much are you actually keeping up with the rest?
Chandler's thinking playoffs.
Well, we're not to the playoff time yet in the season.
Okay. I see.
But how much do you
Andrew
find
doesn't start watching the NBA till like March.
second round of the playoffs?
Exactly.
I'm watching college basketball. I'm watching Florida and that's the SEC basketball event.
No, I was watching the Raptors-Timberwolves game before I came here, and they're not even in our division, so I'm an NBA fan. I watch all the games, East Coast, West Coast, doesn't matter what division, but I definitely look up the box scores, see how guys did in our division, see who wins, see who loses, and I've been doing that my whole life, so it's not going to change now.
That's right. So, just the thoughts on the playoffs. I mean, is when Coach McHale walks in the locker room before game one and says, all right, guys, here we go. 82 games once again. This is not the 66-game season we saw last year. This is a brand-new season. Is that the goal? Make the playoffs, first and foremost?
Goal is always to make the playoffs. You got to take it day by day, but the goal is definitely playoffs because once you're in the playoffs, anything can happen. So, and I think this year we have a team that's definitely capable of making it, and not just making it, making noise in the playoffs. So, as a group, you work for that, and then once you get there, anything can happen.
Also, here on the show, we do a segment, Sneak of the Week, and then we also got 8-1 Sneaker House in the house today. Question, what is your favorite pair of kicks in your closet right now?
On the court and off the court.
Yes, on the court and off the court.
Very good question.
Off the court, I'm more of like a loafer dude. I rock a lot of loafers with no socks.
Oh, like Kadoma.
Yeah,
Casual
it's
guy.
It's very, yeah.
got a couple different Ferragamo loafers that I like. Those are hot.
We've seen a lot of ball players shift from the high-top shoes to the low-top shoes. A lot of basketball shoes offering less and less support, becoming more lightweight. What is your kind of shoe you like when you're out there on the court?
Yeah, I can't wear low tops when I'm on the court. I'm just terrified to roll
what
my
do you-
ankle,
what do you look
honestly.
for?
Especially not when he's playing the 4. No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
What do you look for in a basketball
Yeah.
shoe? Something more high, something with a little
I
bit more
wear
support?
mids. Like I wear a high top. Like right now, I got the high top Nikes on.
It's got
no,
Nike,
you got some
Nike
Nike.
dunks on.
Like I don't know how back in the day the dudes played in the Converse Chuck Taylors. Like that's
I think Rasheed Wallace is still playing in those.
yeah, that's crazy.
So is
to
the
me.
rest of the Knicks
That's
with their
crazy.
age. They're like average age 47 years old. So, absolutely. So you like a mid-top, something that's a little lighter but has some support on the ankles.
Yeah, like I wear like the Nike Hyper Dunks in the games, and then off the court, I love Air Maxes or Retro Jordans. I like it all.
Good
Hey,
choices.
hey, Yeezys too, right?
Yeezys.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And
Yeezy
they got
topping.
Yeezy. They got Yeezys at 8-1 Sneaker House, so you might be able to pick up a pair right there. But hey, last question, Chandler. I know you got to get your grub on here at Junction Bar and Grill. We know that Jeremy was on the cover of GQ magazine this month. We all talked about it there in the preseason. But you're killing it in the locker room right now with your swag. I mean, you roll with your stylist. I mean, what else could you want in the NBA? But what trends? What do you look for? You know, when you put something on after the game, you know, you're ready to go out or you're ready to, you know, take it to the streets of H-Town. What are the trends that you look for as far as your swag or your style goes?
I'm into a lot of different looks. I brought my guy Abe here tonight, who makes the best suits I've ever seen.
Hey.
Nice, tailored, custom-fitted suits that just great material, and he's best at what he does. So when I really dress up, I go to him. But I'm usually just a chill dude with loafers or kicks on with jeans and like a nice T-shirt or something, or a nice long sleeve like button-up kind of deal.
Or Sunday nights with the V-neck.
Or Sunday nights, the V-neck and the sweatpants.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. That's how we keep it here on Sports Rap Live. Hey, we appreciate you stopping by.
Yes,
Look forward to great things this season. Of course, we're going to get you laced up with Diamond Supply Co. Already got you that tank top. Got some glasses on the way. My man Tanner from Tanner & Company is on his way right now to bring Chandler the exclusive Gucci colorway Rasta bracelet here. So we're looking forward to it. Looking forward to a great season, man. I haven't felt the energy that we felt last night in a long time, so I'm excited. I hope you are as well.
That was the scoreboard, Adam.
I think the city's really excited about you guys.
Yeah, no, it's been unbelievable. Just the amount of fans that we've been having, and the energy around the city has been great. So I hope that continues throughout the season, because we're going to be a fun team to watch, and I hope they keep supporting.
Absolutely. And you can hear every single Rockets game right here on Sports Talk 790 and iHeartRadio throughout the season. Red Nation, of course. All right, get your grub on, Chandler.
Thank you,
CP in the building. Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get your Rockets take on, you can call in at 713-212-5790 and say what's up to Turned Up Terrence tonight.
That's right, on the Silverleaf Ghost Pepper Hotline.
That's right.
713-212-5790.
If you have
Are
a
we
question,
ready to talk some NBA?
we're going to talk some NBA when we get back.
Okay,
that's for
what's
damn
up.
sure. We still got Soccer Talker coming up later and Shout Out Sundays. So you guys stick